Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Marcus, and today we're doing another gear review because I like getting free stuff sent to me. Today we are looking at this. This is the Sportneer K1 percussive massage gun. It's their take on the therapy gun. This was kind of sent to me by Sportneer. I wasn't really, I'd heard about therapy guns, but I wasn't really in the market for one, and they requested I do a review on this, so they sent me one, and it has very quickly become one of those items that I don't think I could live without, and we're going to talk about why. So before we get into that, I just want to do a quick intro. Obviously, this is, it's one of those therapy guns you can see, you turn it on, and then it starts bouncing back and forth. It can have different speeds. Hopefully you can't hear too much on the mic, and you use it to just massage your body and kind of work out kinks in muscles. This one in particular obviously is made by Sportneer. It costs $100 on their website, which is insanely affordable kind of compared to some of the other therapy guns out there. It's a great deal, and for the price, this thing has blown away my expectations in terms of how well it works. It has 5 different speed levels, from kind of like a really low, super gentle warm-up massage type to level 5, which is actually pretty high. It comes with a bunch of different attachments. You have this ball one here. You also have a flat metal one, a flat rubber one, this pointed one, which is really painful if you ever really kind of need to dig in there on a knot. And then you have this sort of knobby metal one. This is probably my favorite one. That's the one I use the most. And then you have this little fork looking dude that's really good for massaging kind of the back of your neck along there, but I don't use it that much, but it's there if you ever do want to use it. So that's the package, that's what it comes in. They ship it to you in this nice handy carrying case. Inside you just have all of the different attachments along with the charging cord. Now this case, I actually wanted to touch on it because it's also really handy. It stores everything right there, including kind of the charger and all the different heads. And you guys can see it's not like, if I just pull it here, it's not massive and it's got a handle. And so if you want to travel with this, like if you really, if you're really dependent on it, or if you're going somewhere on like a climbing trip and you want to travel with it, you could. And I think that's one of the advantages of the Sportneer K1 is it's very compact and it's very small, and the battery lasts an insanely long time. And so if you wanted to bring it on a climbing trip or just with you on vacation, or if you really wanted to be extra and bring it to the crag to like massage out your forearms in between burns on your project, you could do that. So on to what I love about this device. And I should preface this by saying I've never had a therapy gun before, so some of the benefits I'm gonna list are maybe they're not specific to the K1, but they're benefits you get from buying it and at the price, especially compared to, I think a regular therapy gun is like $700. So for 1/7 of the price, if you get the same benefits, that's a great deal already. So just on to what I love about this thing. First of all, it just works. Like when you're tight, when your forearms are pumped out, or just your shoulders are tight from just everyday life, this actually feels incredible to be able to go over and massage yourself. It's become part of like kind of my recovery routine after a big day of bouldering. It's great. I love it. I would recommend that kind of everyone get their hands on one. Just the ability to kind of give yourself an almost professional grade massage is just insane. Secondly, I do love all the different attachments. I find that they all do kind of have their own purpose, and as you use them more and more, you get to learn what they're good for and how different ones can help target specific muscle groups. And I think Sportneer really gives you a good range of attachments with these ones, and there's none that I think are kind of unnecessary. You don't really feel like you're paying for anything that you never use because they're all pretty useful in their own way. Third, and kind of the last thing I want to touch on it, is the battery life, because the battery life on this thing is insane. Like it's so much longer than I thought it would be. I got this during final exam. So I got this in April, and I've been using it not quite nightly, but I would say pretty consistently. I use it 3 to 5 times a week, and I've had to charge it 3 times throughout the entire course of the summer. Like the battery on it is just insane. And it lasts a super long time. It charges overnight. It's not a big deal. One annoying thing about it is it charges via this weird, and you can kind of see, it's just like a little circle port. I haven't run into an issue, but I assume if I lost the charging cable, that would be a problem. So maybe there's something about therapy guns they can't charge with USB-C or mini USB, but that's like maybe one thing that could be an issue, even though it hasn't really been an issue for me yet, but I guess something to think about. On to disadvantages, if there are any cons of this. Honestly, again, I don't have one of the super expensive therapy guns to compare it to, so I can't speak super well to what the disadvantages have been. I have been at physiotherapists' offices where they've had the really nice therapy guns, and I would say they do feel a little bit different. It feels like there's more of a range of motion. It's a bit of a deeper massage, but is it $700 different? Probably not. So, at some level, if you're paying 1/7 of the price of the industry standard, you're not going to get the same quality. You're just not. But that being said, I've experienced what, the really good theraguns that my physio has feel like and what this one feels like, and they're not that different from each other. So I guess it's a bit of a disadvantage, but I wouldn't really call it a massive disadvantage at all. The one question that I do have and that I haven't quite been able to test out fully is durability. I have felt some concerns as I've been more and more kind of removing the heads and putting them back in and swapping them out. I have felt like something has started to loosen up in this kind of, the area where, this piston area where a lot of the motion happens. Maybe the pieces don't fit as tightly as they used to. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's something I'm keeping an eye on. And in the user manual, they do recommend that you twist when you remove the pieces, because I think there's like a little rubber piece in there. I can't really remember, but it is something that they recommend, that they're aware of. So that is a concern I would say I maybe have, but I don't want to say it's hearsay, but it's not an issue I've had. It's just something I'm concerned with. But overall, I think Sportneer designed this to be an affordable option that does 80% of the work of a therapy gun for 20% of the price. And in terms of that, they absolutely nailed it to an incredible degree. I'm not kidding when I would almost call this life-changing. I feel like that's over dramatic for a therapy gun, but I felt like during final exams, I was spending so much time on my computer that my shoulders were always sore, and then just 10 minutes a night with this, and it immediately went away. I really think this is great. I would recommend it. I will put a link in the description if you guys want to pick your own up, or even just take a look at it on the website. All right, that's everything for today. Drop a comment. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and also let me know what you think of these videos. I know it's a bit of change of pace from what we do usually. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing more gear reviews, especially some more climbing directly related, like shoes and packs, that sort of thing that I could review on the channel. Let me know if it's something you'd be interested in, or if you just want me to stick to climbing styles. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.